short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown tie.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. Dropping back, it's Knight. Tight end finds a soft spot. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. They want to get the ball right back here in the 1st half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the 2nd quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed over the middle. It's Singleton. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. The good news is it was complete. The bad news is not enough for the 1st down. Punt team headed out. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Knight. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the returner is stopped. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive. Find those couple plays you like. Push the ball down the field.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. He'll put toe together and get this second half started. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in this second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Using his legs, it's Hughes. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try and get it back to you without giving up any points.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. And the incomplete pass. Over in their own end. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Goes to the option. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back to pass, it's Emmanuel. Pocket breaking down. Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Field goal is good. That'll cut this lead down to 5. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating.
There he goes! He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The play action fake. Makes the grab. It's Coleman. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They want that clock to run. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Looking to throw, it's Emmanuel. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Under fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Back to pass. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
Catch in the middle, it's Humphries. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Tide with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Raiola. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Now on first down from the 30. To the air on first down. He turns that loose down the right side.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Snagged on the outside, it's Hughes.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bama! These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. To the air, it's Raiola. He's got it. Two-point try as good as they build on this lead. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Trying to move the sticks on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll makes a grab past the marker. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time. And the Miners will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Alabama's offense will have the football first. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Looking downfield, it's Knight. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. Gets away from one, finds room. There, just keeps moving. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Wide open spaces. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A great catch and run for 6. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Miners offense has the ball for the first time. And, David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Miners line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Give to the big fullback. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And here comes the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. That's a really nice job by this defense maintaining outside leverage and knocking him down behind the line. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He tries to take the top off. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. He'll take another shot here. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Offense.
We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. Scanning the field, it's locked. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Grabbed in the middle. It's Parachek. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
The end of the first quarter. For Alabama, 7, UTEP 0.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Miners will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The give to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UTEP. Extra point here will tie the game.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line. Plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. Second and goal. You don't need third and goal, thanks to the big fella.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the run, it's Hughes. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll give it to the back. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They go to the ground, and they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Gonna take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third.
He's loose. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. The snap sets up to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Pressure coming. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Man, and they tried the surprise onside to start the second half. And this game's a great game. It's been back and forth, tied football game. Maybe trying to jumpstart yourself. I'll tell you what, now you've put your defense in a bind. Let's see how they respond.
This quarterback right now is in the groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Rushes on him. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Dropping back, it's locked. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Webb. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Miners are threatening in the red zone. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on second down. He's got it on the move. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to get it to the marker. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Gives him the big stiff arm. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They've got the screen set up. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Setting up the screen. Shakes off the defender. Another broken tackle. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Out of the gun to give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great...
Touchdown Tide! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better...
Turning it on! He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Come on, defense. You can't forget about the fullback. I know you don't see him too often, but this is a guy that can make plays, and on that one, he catches it for a 1st down.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. To throw, it's Locke. He's got him. Touchdown, UTEP. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And such a great job by the offense, able to execute there and score a touchdown late in this game. You know, you try to simulate that in practice, but you just can't do it. Guys are going to have to step up when it matters the most under the bright lights, and they did it there. 1 point away from taking the lead.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Looking for room at the 40. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the 1st down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. They'll run it from the gun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Takes a handoff. It's Hughes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
In a situation like this, it's all about confidence on offense, and having success early in the drive is paramount. And that's what you've seen. They've done a really good job here putting a few plays together. They've got some momentum. They've got to keep this thing up if they're going to go score.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Power football with the run. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
They'll try to pound their way in. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? To the air, it's Raiola. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play.